Busch Gardens Tampa, located in Tampa, Florida. This is Clay with the Pennsylvania Roller Coaster Club, and we're going to take a peek at the roller coasters of Busch Gardens Tampa and take you on a little journey from worst to first. Now, typically, we would do a little overhead shot, a little aerial drone footage, but I thought it would be neat to put a time lapse up for this park, just to show you the expansion. Up in the top left, you'll see the years kind of breeze past here as things were being built and developed. But I mean, in the last 50 years, this park has just seen absolutely unprecedented expansion. Really crazy what they have gone through just in the last 10 years. So when you're trying to make an impact, you want to keep things fresh. Speaking of keeping things fresh, maybe a subscription. That may do you some good. We would appreciate it if you would like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help go a long way to fight against the YouTube algorithm. But coming up here in 2024, we have Phoenix Rising, which is going to be one of these new B&M family inverts. So not 100% sure whether these are going to have swinging motion capability on these seats or not. I have read and heard conflicting reports about that, but I'm excited to see what it is. But starting with the coasters here, number 9, Air Grover. So, Air Grover, guys, most of the SeaWorld and Busch Gardens parks, or all of them, have a little Sesame Street area, kind of tied in with the Sesame Street parks that they have started to open on the east and west coast. And Air Grover, this is, it's your run-of-the-mill Zamperla kids coaster. So nothing too crazy, but serves its purpose for the spot in the lineup. Number 8, Tigress. So Tigress Skyrocket 2, and not the biggest fan of the Skyrocket 2 model to begin with. And really, the only one that I do like is the ones that do not have any type of comfort collar or restraint besides a lap bar. So I think that leaves the Superman in California and Lake Compounce's Phobia Fear Coaster. But nothing wrong with Tigress. I'm just not a fan of the restraint system. That's why it's all the way down here at number 8 for me. Number 7, SheiKra. Now, in terms of B&M dive coasters, SheiKra, this is one of the OGs. One of the originals, and still a great ride. I mean, nothing against SheiKra. It just, it's not one of the most thrilling of the B&M dives. But it is beautiful scenery, and, nothing really against it. This is, as you can see right here on the screen, one of the models that does do that second drop and has that the mid-course brake run. So, Busch Gardens really does their best to do some theming here. I give them credit for that. And like I said, it is beautiful, and this is a beautiful park. So, not too many complaints from the GP as far as this ride goes. Number 6, Scorpion. Now, I don't think that many of you probably have this rated this highly. I think I am in the minority here. This is one of the only silver, actually it is the only Silver Arrow that is a permanent fixture with permanent poured foundations. So, it's rare, I guess is the point that I'm trying to get across. And I have ridden this for 25 years, 30 years, something like that, and it's still fun to me. You know, and you can't have huge expectations going in. It's, you know, it's an old Schwarzkopf, but it's great. Number 5, Cobra's Curse. Now, this is one of those mock family spinners. And this one particularly is unique, as you can see here, because of the elevator lift. And I don't know if you have had an opportunity to get on. If you have, you'll understand what I mean, but hopefully you're not there on a high wind day, because most likely they will have this closed. That elevator lift can be a little bit problematic with high winds. Hopefully you're there at a time when they are able to open it up, because it is a fun ride. Is it Time Traveler? Is it even Time Traveler Light? No to either question. But is it fun? Yeah, it's a good ride. It is a good ride. It's a great ride to have for families, and it really is perfect for the lineup of this park, especially with the other family coasters that they already feature. Yeah, huge fan of pretty much mock in general, and all of the spinners that they do, whether it be the extremes or the families. They are phenomenal rides. Very well made, very comfortable, and can't say enough good about them. So if you are a fan of the rides that spin, this is definitely one that you have to prioritize to make it on. The layout is pretty fun. And it's different. It adds a little bit of variety to what we're used to, just having a standard, one of the cookie cutter models from Mauer or even from Mock or Gerslauer. Number 4, Kumba. So Kumba is an absolute classic. Again, I've been riding this for 30 years. And it is a great ride. It still is a great ride. It's amazing to me that it's still as smooth as it is for as old as it is. And I know there are going to have to be some decisions coming up here in relatively short order for Kumba, as far as, what are they going to do with this ride. I do know that service life is going to be coming up sooner rather than later, and it is an absolute icon of the park. I would have to imagine that they are going to invest like they did at Busch Gardens Williamsburg for Loch Ness Monster. I would have to assume that this is going to be a priority to redo, but only time will tell. Number 3, Cheetah Hunt. Now, is this the best intimate accelerator coaster in America? Not even close. Is it a fun ride? Well, heck yeah, it's a fun ride. I mean, how can you not have fun taking a few great launches through the South Florida terrain? Yeah, man, this is awesome. This top portion here, it's a little bit of a dead area for me. Once you come up on that first top hat, you kind of do this little awkward, slow helix thing. Good visuals to check out the rest of the park, but it kind of wasted space for me. I do think that the second half of the ride actually is the best half of the ride, which more often than not is not the case, especially with an accelerator coaster, but that is the case with this one. So for that, I give it a lot of credit. Way to go, Intamin, for taking a more mild version of this ride model, slapping a family ride moniker on it, and then killing the back half of the ride. Number 2, Montu. Now back to rides that I've been riding for 25, 30 years. This is one of the most prevalent. Montu is my favorite ride in the park for for years and years and years. And I can still remember my senior year of high school in Florida, a whole group of us going and skipping school just to go out and ride Montu and Kumba for the day. So something that we would do, you know, a couple times a year seemingly, and absolutely worth it. You know, who needed that education anyway? But I'll tell you what I did need. I needed those rides on Montu and Kumba. But yeah, I mean, if it weren't for the use of the new comfort harnesses on Banshee, this probably still would be my top invert in America. In terms of layout, intensity, full package, it probably is, but overall, gotta give it to Banshee. But number one, Iron Gwazi. This is so good, it's borderline criminal. Sometimes rides leave you speechless. I am often not left speechless, really, ever. If you don't believe me, ask my kid, my mother, my girlfriend, my ex-wife. I mean, really, I talk and talk and talk. This is one of those rides that I don't even feel like I have to say anything. If you've been on it, you know. If you haven't been on it, I mean, just watch. And if you're thinking about going on it, just do it. It's an incredible experience, one that I think everyone should get to experience. And speaking of experiences, if you enjoyed this one, we would really appreciate it if you would consider giving the channel a sub. And at a bare minimum, if you could please give this video a like. It really does go a long way, guys, for us to combat against the YouTube algorithm. And as a little reminder, for those of you that are members of the channel, you are eligible for our giveaways throughout the course of the year. The first of which being here in 2024. If before opening day we are able to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, we intend on giving away a season pass to someone's local amusement park, whichever park would be closest and most convenient for them. Obviously, something that we can work out whenever a winner is drawn. Hopefully, that is a good problem for us to have. But we do appreciate you hanging in, checking out some of our videos and content. As I said, if you subscribe and you turn on notifications, it will give you a heads up whenever we're posting new content. But, yeah, guys, that's about it for today. We appreciate each and every one of you. Till next time, guys, we'll see you out there.